Hello everyone, so today I'm going to do a read theory and I decided to do this article. Look at this picture, look at the fish. It looks really horrifying. I think it's some kind of fish, the piranha or something. Alright, so let's do it. The piranha. The piranha is much malign fish. Most people think that this is a deadly creature that swarms the rivers and creeks of the Amazon rainforest looking for victims of tear to tear apart and wool between anyone lucky enough to be in the same water as shoal of piranhas. It takes only a few minutes for the vicious piranhas to reduce someone to a mere skeleton. Really? Oh my god. Okay. The truth is that the piranha is really a much more nuanced animal than the mindless killer depicted in the media. In fact, piranhas are a group made up of approximately 12 different species. Each piranha species occupies its own ecological niche. One type of piranha takes chunks out of the fins of other fish. Another type eats fruit falling from trees into the water. Each piranha species plays a unique role in the ecology of the rainforest food plains. So, what should you do next time you hear someone talking about the deadly piranha? You can remind them that piranha is not always the notorious killer fish that the tough, muscular heroes of popular nature television shows would have us believe. It is less scarier. It is less scary than the first one, to be honest. Okay, so the other's primary purpose is to correct misconceptions about the piranha. Illustrate the importance of piranhas in rainforest ecology. I think it's a because the other is trying to prove another benefits another species of piranha, because piranha is not only about eating animals, eating humans, but it also kind of like eating others herbs and plants too, so it's not entirely, how we say it, merciless, whatever. That's the new word I've encountered today. However, is a literary device characterized by the use of specific words and phrases that exaggerate and overemphasize the core of the statement in order to produce a grander, more noticeable effect. This usually works to convey an action or sentiment that is generally not realistically possible or plausible but helps to emphasize an emotion. Using this information, it can be understood that the other uses however in pair of one in order to emphasize an emotion, right? Of nature television shows? Not exactly like that. Just oppose the myth of the piranha with the truth about the fish. Yeah. Juxtapose means to contradict, something like that. As used in pair of two, which is the best definition for unique. I think it's mean important. Yeah, I think it's mean important, but let's see, because I understand what unique means, but I kind of like think it is individual because it means to emphasize each individual role. So I'm kind of like yeah, I think it's individual. It makes more sense because it emphasizes each person, each plant, each animal. As used in pair of two, which is the best synonym for notorious? Disreputable? It means to kind of like have fame, but for bad purposes. Alright, I receive a perfect score or whatever. I think that I am jumping up to the 11th grade, but wait, is it that short? Oh, okay. I think I would do this one, and then we have to kind of like attend another debate classes because my mom decided to enroll me for another debate class to perfect my debating skills and my teamwork. I'm really nervous because that's the feeling everyone experiences when they join any new thing, especially, becoming this new student in class. You have to introduce yourself. It is really kind of like Yeah, but I think it's totally fine. Is euthanasia ethical? The House of Lords Select Committee on Medical Ethics of England defines euthanasia as a deliberate intervention undertaken with express intention of ending a life to relieve intractable suffering. For years in the United States, doctors have been prohibited from assisting patients in taking their own lives, as it has been considered both immoral and illegal. Prohibited mean to prevent it, right? Yes, you mean banned. The original version of the Hippocratic Oath, an oath taken by physicians and other healthcare providers swearing to practice medicine ethically, reads, "I would not give a lethal drug to anyone if I am asked, nor will I advise such a plan." In one famous case of euthanasia, a physician named Dr. Jack Kevorkian gained world attention by assisting in several suicides for dying patients. As a result, he was sentenced to over 60 years in prison for his efforts, despite the gratitude displayed on behalf of many patients and their families. Recent laws in Oregon and the United Kingdom have started a trend of legalization, but some, most notably the U.S. Attorney General's Office, are determined to prevent the laws from gaining any traction. Oh my god. Okay. It can be inferred that a lethal drug, I think this may result in death. Yes. With respect to the practices of Dr. Jack Kevorkian, it can be understood that the other passage, number 1, does not offer an opinion. Yeah, he doesn't offer any opinion actually. Because all of these are from either the government's laws or from the patient's or the family's opinions, but not express his or her own thought about this action of Dr. Jack Kevorkian to assist others to commit suicide for dying patients. That the United Kingdom sympathized towards euthanasia, hostile towards, in complete support legalization. Do you know what it means by legalization? I can kind of let me check. The action of making something that was previously illegal permissible by laws. Okay, so it means to wait. What is hostile? Unfriendly. I think in complete support. Or sympathetic? I think it's sympathetic. Yeah. The tone of the other passage of passage 1 can be best described as uninterested, impartial, opinionated. Actually, there's no opinion. I think it's something relating to opinion. Considerately assertive and dogmatic in one's opinions. No. It is impartial. What is this? Treating all rivals or disputants equally fair and just. Yeah, I think it is. Because the other both mentioned two perspectives, whether or not the United States against euthanasia, and also the United Kingdoms and Oregon decided to legalize this stuff. So I think it's impartial and justified. Which of the following best describes the difference between passage 1 and passage 2? So we need to continue reading this in order to figure out the difference, right? So passage 2, where there is much controversy surrounding the practice of euthanasia, it is clear that it should not be allowed. Euthanasia degrades the value of human life, disallows the chance of a miracle recovery, and could lead to mass suicide. To begin with, euthanasia should not be allowed because it degrades the value of human life. Life is precious and sacred. Whether you believe in creationism, God created the universe and everything in it, or evolution, the universe is a product of the actions or nature over time. This idea that life is sacred seems indisputable. Given that life is so precious, it should be treated as such. By agreeing to voluntarily take a life, to kill another human being, we demean this preciousness and effectively degrade the value of human life. Yeah, I think it makes sense because what if kind of like the patient miraculously recovered when everyone expecting her or him to nearly the death? What if they just kind of like don't give up hopes of living, right? So no one can be certain of that. The second reason why euthanasia should not be allowed is because it precludes any chance of miracle recovery. One can never underestimate the power of the human spirit. A cheerful, never give up attitude can often overcome the longest of odds and the worst of illnesses. Moreover, the constant stream of technological and medical advances makes it a real possibility that a miracle cure could be discovered at the crucial moment to save the patient's life. The final reason why euthanasia should not be allowed is because it could easily lead to mass suicide. Although this idea may seem far-fetched, just consider the following scenario. Doctors begin assisting in the suicide of patients who are suffering from terminal illnesses. After this becomes common practice, others begin to request euthanasia because they have suffered severe injuries. After this becomes common practice, others begin to request euthanasia because they have a broken bone. In the end, people begin to request euthanasia because they have had a bad day. If euthanasia is allowed, then this downward spiral is sure to happen. Although there is much controversy surrounding the practice of euthanasia, it is clear that it should not be allowed. Euthanasia degrades the value of human life, disallows the chance of a miracle recovery, and could lead to mass suicide if this happens gradually. Alright, so which of the following best describes? Neutral, argumentative. Support? Nope. No. Weak, while passage 2 is strong. I think it's kind of like A. Because like it is really obvious that in passage 1 the other doesn't kind of like noticeably give any opinion about this, and in paragraph 2 he or she decided to give his or her opinion that this should be stopped or this should be banned. And euthanasia, because of the following reasons, like degrades the value of human life and decrease the chance of miracle recovery and something like that. Based on issue in paragraph 3 of passage 2, it can be referred that the word precludes belong to which of the following word groups? Let me guess first. I think it means kind of like D. I think it is the synonym of D. Yeah, prevents something from happening. Which of the following logical fallacies is present in the argument set forth in paragraph 4 of passage 2? I think it's kind of like gradual trend, something like that. I mean, yeah, that's mine. Hasty generalization. Present argument in which the arguer makes assumptions about a whole group of range of cases. I see. Right. Wait, I think I kind of like lesson in progress. It's 10th grade. Oh wait, I make it to the 12th grade, which never happened before. Oh my god, guys, I can't believe it. The day finally came. Okay, so I need to end this right now because I have to join the debate class. I'm so nervous and excited at the same time because maybe I'll learn something new. Maybe I will kind of like divide it into the side that I am in, or maybe I have some knowledge about. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.